My pastor said God would punish me if I used IVF. I believed him. For years, I carried that fear like a prophecy, until I realized God was never the one who condemned me. My name doesn't matter. What matters is how blind faith, guilt, and silence almost made me lose the chance to become a mother. This is my confession. When I was 27, I had everything I'd prayed for: a good husband, a stable job, a little house of our own, and dreams that smelled like baby powder and lullabies. 2 years into marriage, everyone started asking the same question: when will we carry your baby? At first, I smiled it off. Soon, I would say. But soon became later, and later became maybe. Every month felt like a test from heaven. And when my womb stayed silent, I began to wonder what I'd done wrong. We went to hospitals. The doctor said there were mild issues with my ovulation, but nothing that couldn't be treated. He mentioned IVF as an option, a scientific way to help my body do what it was struggling to do on its own. But that night, when I told my pastor, everything changed. I remember sitting in his office, a small room with pictures of smiling babies he claimed were born through faith alone. He looked at me like I'd spoken blasphemy. He said, "My daughter, why would you challenge God's timing? Why would you let strange hands play God with your womb?" I tried to explain. "Pastor, the doctor said my eggs are weak. IVF could help us." He shook his head. "That's how it begins. First they test you, then they control you. Children made in test tubes are not born by faith. They are born by man's arrogance." I remember leaving that office with my heart heavy and my spirit crushed. I told my husband I didn't want to talk about IVF again. He didn't argue. He just held my hand and said, "We'll keep praying." And we did. We prayed through midnight vigils. We fasted until our bodies trembled. We gave offerings, sowed seeds, attended miracle services. But still, no child. With each passing year, the fear grew. Fear that maybe I was offending God just by wanting help. Fear that my womb was closed as punishment. Fear that science was a sin. It happened one night after another Fruit of the Womb service. The pastor had prayed for a woman who later fainted. They called it a manifestation. Everyone clapped, shouted, cried, but I just stood there, empty. After the service, another woman whispered to me, "You've been coming here for years. Maybe you need to check if it's really God keeping you waiting or fear." That sentence haunted me because deep down I knew the truth. It wasn't God keeping me waiting. It was my fear and my pastor's words echoing louder than my own voice. That night, I broke down. For the first time, I prayed honestly. "God, if you gave man knowledge, can you truly hate what you gave? If science is a gift, why am I scared to use it?" It felt like my chains cracked. I called my husband the next morning and said, "I want to go back to the hospital." He didn't say a word. He just smiled, like he'd been waiting for me to find courage. The doctors welcomed us back. They explained everything again: what IVF really is, how it works, what it doesn't do. No sorcery, no playing God, just helping nature complete what it started. They ran tests, blood work, scans. This time, I listened. I asked questions. I didn't hide behind "God will do it." I understood that maybe this was how he would do it. The first IVF cycle didn't work. I cried, but instead of running back to guilt, I ran to knowledge. The doctors adjusted my hormones, treated an underlying thyroid issue I never knew I had. The second cycle worked. When I saw those 2 lines on the pregnancy test, I fell to my knees. Not in fear, but in gratitude. I realized something profound. God had never been against IVF. He had only been against my ignorance. Because faith was never meant to replace wisdom, it was meant to walk beside it. It's been 4 years now. I have a daughter. Her name is Grace. Not because I got lucky, but because I finally understood grace for what it is. The courage to trust truth, even when fear wears the mask of faith. When I found HopeNests during my recovery, I saw stories like mine. Women who were shamed by religion, culture, and fear, who learned that medicine isn't the enemy of miracles, it's often the method God uses. Now I speak to others, quietly, anonymously. Whenever I see women being told to just pray harder, I whisper, pray, yes, but also learn. Let faith and science hold hands. If you're listening to me and you've been told IVF is ungodly, please hear this. God is not punishing you for seeking help. He's waiting for you to trust the help He already placed before you. My name doesn't matter, but my story does, because I almost gave up motherhood to fear dressed as faith, until knowledge brought me home. This is my confession and my redemption.